didn't know. I had to put my other camera on. Again, welcome to Earth Sense 2 Tarot 22. We're going to give respect and homage. If you on my page, my personal page, Mrs. Colors on IG, welcome again. We pull 7 cards in my 7 magical way. Whatever seems unclear, that's a lot. We're not taking none of those. We're going to clarify them. And then we confirm the reading with some oracles. All right, how you doing? Hi. Let me get into the reading. It don't really matter what time, because y'all be late anyway. That's why I'll be late. I'll be trying to really give y'all some time. The Death card. The Death card. The Knight of Swords. Oh. Three more cards, Spirit. 2 with the outcome. Interesting. This is interesting. Okay. Hold on. That changes my head. Okay. 8 of Swords. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. If you guys want to see the full reading of the thread, again, you can go on YouTube at Earth Sense 2 Tarot 22 and you can see the full spread or the actual layout of the cards. Okay? Give me one more in outcome. 5 of Wands. Guys, I got some new wine. I'm excited. The Star. Ooh. Beautiful. And let's get an outcome. Beautiful. Who is this for? Wow. The Chariot is your outcome. Alright, we have Aquarius, Sagittarius, I'm sorry. Cancerian. Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I did say Sagittarius, didn't I? So those are the energies. And this is good, and this is your outcome. Your outcome is the Chariot. Okay, all right. What is this? This is a Kenwood. Kenwood Zinfandel. It's a red Zinfandel. It's very good. Very good. Remember, you don't want to pour everything all up in the bottle because you want to stir it around in some spirals, right? Okay, so we got the 10 of Cups here. Let's get into this because y'all is late. I'm late, and we just going to get into the reading right away. This is beautiful from what I see. A lot of the outcome, at least in the actual overall energies. That's why I say it's beautiful, because whatever obstacles or challenges you have to overcome. Here's the 10 of Cups. That deals with home stability, family, wealth, creativity, a well of emotions. My cup runneth over. Okay, that's rewards, recognition, just and fear. Again, outcomes with the Chariots being here, just moving forward and giving death. Death is the next card comes out from that. Giving death to situations where you might have been a little conflicted or too harsh and sharp with your words, as two people perhaps were arguing who really, truly, and genuinely love each other. But whatever the situation, you were kind of blind to the truth of it and you didn't know what to do. You more or less didn't know which way to turn. It caused you a lot of anxiety, depression, okay? Because you generally felt like there's been a lot of obstacles you have given death to, or at least you need to give death to some of you. Hi, you need to give death to some of you because there's some change that needs to take place here with a direction, however confused or blinded by your your uh, your intuition or your instincts as to which direction you need to go as you move forward. You have the star card here, and this is healing or more or less being on the right path because you felt like you were getting on the wrong path. So you need to give depth to some situations that have caused you a lot of tension, anxiety, and it kind of blindsided as to where you need to be, what you need to do, what you need to say, how you need to say it to someone you truly and genuinely are in love with, some of you, or you have love for if it's a relative. And this is the star card here. You know, wish fulfillment, just giving away or doing away with all the bickering, the arguing, the tension, you know, not being honest about situations, just having someone else in the family that is in the dark about how you genuinely feel. And then see, you have the King of Pentacles here. However, it concerns stability or finances, and you have the Ten of Wands and the reverse. So that's crowning the deck, and this is correlating the deck as far as the Pentacles with what perhaps could be the issue as to why there's been some tension or challenges as to how two or more people genuinely feel concerning what goes on in the household or how you need to move forward and away from situations that are causing a lot of tension and conflict because you aren't actually sure or you are on the right path now after, or you will get on it after you make the necessary changes and coming out of this binding state of confusion and untruths with the Knight of Swords being here. But someone is coming forward. If I had to put this into a love situation with the King of Pentacles being here, someone who's very wealthy with the King of Pentacles and the actual Ten of Cups, very wealthy, very stable, very secure, comfortable. Knowing how to take accountability. With the star card being here, knowing how to take accountability for situations weighed up against a dark past. Oh, with a dark past, with the death card being here, understanding that you need to take accountability how you move and how you present your sincere emotions towards another person because you've had them in the dark. They were in the dark about how you genuinely feel as far as it concerns where some of you may be building families or this may do with a family or someone who is very wealthy who wants to start a family with some of you. But there has to be depth to these emotions that's really making you feel overwhelmed or just totally, this is just really crazy, totally attracted to another person, but not really knowing if the path you're getting on with the star card being here is going to be the right motion forward. That's a story for some. Others, you're taking accountability for things that you need to leave and give death to, where concerns any emotions towards family or another individual that you are genuinely in love with, where you may have had them in the dark, you've been in the dark about it, and there's been a lot of obstacles and challenges that need to be overcome as to understanding which path through the illumination of light as to where you need to be and how you need to get there. So if you were in the dark or blinded by your emotions because you don't really feel like the person you're with, the family you're under, are seeing eye to eye about things. And this knight is someone who's very inspiring, supportive, who comes forth with a truth and brings clarity to a situation where you have been in the dark about it, with the death card being there. Because whatever feelings or whatever's not being expressed concerning your feelings, with the chariot being here, someone who's a little confused as to, you can say past with the death card being there. Okay. Yeah. The knight wants to turn forward. With the death card being there, you can say past, your dark and confused energies as to what it is you need to do to bring forth more stability, security in the home, and protection, with the Knight of Swords coming through. As you come out of feeling like you have no freedom, you can't breathe, you can't see, you don't understand what's going on and why the challenges or these obstacles, where you always got to feel like you're guarding your heart, your emotions towards another person, someone you genuinely have heartfelt love for. But it also tells me that some of you are having a hard time moving forward. You don't know how to get to the one you genuinely love. You don't know how to get on the path that is going to give you a wish fulfillment. However, you've been thinking about another person for quite some time, and it's just got you so overwhelmed with emotions in your heart as to how you need to start a family with this particular person, some of you, and how you need to give depth to your doubts, any confusions, obstacles, challenges, with the Five of Wands being here and the Eight of Swords, and how you need to get out of feeling blind as to a commitment you perhaps want to propose to another person. But the way you guys have been trying to go about getting to each other, because this looks like there's some separation here with the death card being there and the chariot coming out as the outcome, the King of Pentacles. And it has to do more or less with finances on another person's part, as to what could be causing these conflicts, what could be causing these challenges, what could be causing this confusion, or just being in the dark with the death card and the Edge of Swords being there without no direction as to what path you really should be on. Okay, let's get some. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay, because that was, ooh, yeah. Some of you feel like you need to come forth and be a bit more honest, because you may have been telling some, or you should be putting depth to a situation where you haven't been seeing clearly as to what path or what life you need to be living. Yes, with the Ten of Cups being here. And if the choices you've making with the Five of Wands being here, however guarded or kind of like a tug of war with the Two of Cups. Let me get some clarifiers. Because this is a little crazy. Okay. Let me use them again. I like these cards because they teeny. Like my little hands. Yeah, they teeny. How y'all doing? What up? Hi. So if you want to see the full spread again, go to Earth Sense 2, not scents like fragrance, as to my IG page, the other one. It's Earth Sense like common sense, like some people spell it, and not sense like money. That's CENTS. All right. You can go on there and see the full spread. You only can see part of the cards. I didn't want to cut off my head. That would be rude. Even though y'all probably don't care, y'all probably want to cut off my head some of you any day. But I did that reading thinking, the attack was going to come about energies. But who knew I would be having to go through some personal stuff myself? Why is the Ten of Cups here? Well, why is the Death card here? We don't need to know why that's here. The Valet. The Valet, the Page of Swords. Somebody's going to come forth with truth and an apology as to something they perhaps may have said that was out of tone. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Because whatever you was doing, whomever this was, you have the Star clarifying. La Luna, I'm sorry, that's the moon. Something that's just been really in the dark, not expressing your true emotions, or you didn't express how you really feel about this situation that you felt has been causing you some obstacles and challenges, a little chaos, this kind of fighting, arguing. Yeah. And you have that. You have the La Luna. That's the moon. Some mystery or secrets that are going on, and whatever's going on needs to come to the light. That's exactly what's happening here. Then you have clarifying the Two of Cups is the Eight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Le Diable. That is the devil. So that, along with the Death card, yeah, there are some addictions going on here. You're going on the wrong. You're on the wrong path. Okay, some of you. We talked about addictions. Did we last week? You're on the wrong path. So I'm going to say it again for some of you. Get counseling. Get help. You have family who is there supporting you. That is what all that is up there. And if you are getting on the wrong path, you're looking for some type of enlightenment or illumination to your situation. Yes, there's help. There's help. You have the Diable in reverse. So whatever has blinded you to the truth of the situation, again, it's going to come to light as we eliminate it. Somebody's going to come forth with their truth or with an apology. Yeah, there's the Ace of Wands. They're going to take direction and action to tell you exactly what's going on that perhaps has confused a certain direction for the life. I'm sorry, guys. A little gagging here. Okay, so why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here? Sometimes if Spirit tells me to take cards off the floor, I'll take them off the floor. But if it doesn't tell me to take them off the floor, then I'm not going to. Y'all know what to do. How y'all doing? All right, let's get why the Five of Wands is here. Wow, this conflict. Okay. We got the Wheel of Fortune. find that. I'm going to show you these cards in a minute. Why is the star card here? So, yeah, it looks good. Now, I'm going to take this one because it flipped right out. You have the Emperor. Again, you guys in your masculine energies, feeling like you're not doing what you're supposed to do because you're going through some addictions or some habits that are not good for you or the family, and it's been causing a lot of tension, a lot of blindness as to the truth of what's really going on, as to which path you're on, and enlightenment as to a situation that needs to be healed. Okay, with the Nine of Cups being here, this is generally wish fulfillment with the star. You got the moon here, clarifying the Knight of Swords. Someone who is going to come forth and who is going to bring forth the truth as to what's been hiding. This is dealing with dark energies again. So that Chariot is there as to any dark or past energies that you've been going through, having a struggle. Why the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands is there. And how it perhaps could be cutting through any real love between you and family members again. That's what's coming through for me. Okay? Because you have the Ten of Cups here. That deals with home, family. Okay? Stability, wealth. Someone who's generally very stable. But with the Death card being here and the Valet and the Page, somebody is going to come forth with an apology because whatever needs to be given death to or arisen from the dead, because you've been feeling like you don't really have a life as to the path or direction you need to take, overcoming obstacles, not feeling in the dark or alone, with the Knight of Swords being here and the Moon card, and then you have the Two of Cups with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, feeling like all that you've ever wished for with the Star card and the Moon, in the Ten of Cups, all that you've ever wished for, all that you've ever prayed for, you feel like, yeah, when am I going to get my just due? With the Wheel of Fortune being here, because this clarifies the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands, I'm sorry. This is ending cycles, starting something new. It's also karmic retribution or contribution you need to be given into so that you can build a strong family and foundation with the King of Pentacles being there. Wealth, again, someone who knows how to make decisions for the family. But if you're dealing with, as we stated last week, with these dark issues or things that test your dark and light energies, you need to give death to it. Leave it in the past. Because whatever's going on with these addictions with you, as we did last week, it's causing a lot of tension. It's causing a lot of conflicts and challenges where one has to feel guarded. And with this Emperor clarifying the Star card, again, it's back to you masculines or those in your masculine energy, not gender specific. I can't talk. Okay, not gender specific. But with the Emperor, I'm going to get some analogy. With the Emperor coming out, you have the Emperor is the person who is going to bring light or illumination to the situation. And what Spirit is telling me with that card, that is someone who is very mature, who knows how to mediate a situation where you're feeling like you're guarded or just battling through a lot of conflict and challenges and tension. And it's home that someone is going to be the mediator or the liaison to counteract or I guess, help you see a situation you perhaps is in the dark or don't understand with the actual Eight of Swords being there, feeling like you're just blind and the truth is not nowhere in light, and it needs to be. But this older person, perhaps a father or uncle, is going to help bring respect to the situation. So that death card is actually weighed through the Emperor and the Star. We don't read oracles in reverse, so we're going to get some oracles and confirm the reading. A father, a brother, someone older in this situation, because someone younger is actually going to apologize, and they need to change their habits and behaviors or addictions or whatever is causing a conflict or strife in the home, with the Ten of Cups being there. A fiery climax approaches. Yeah, there's a lot of fire, fighting and conflict. So if some of you aren't going through this, you're going to go through it. Nothing is yet set in stone, right? So if you if you haven't gone through it, you're going to go through it, and it's going to be very fiery. It's going to be very tense. But if I can stop some of you from going through things already I've gone through, yeah, so that the family is still strong, because it deals with two individuals who've been really fighting. Yeah, you got Aquarius energy there, you got the death card, you got all of that. So let's get some, I'm doing good for time, guys. Yeah. Get some witch's wisdom. Nothing is set in stone. So some of you going through it, like I have, who've gone through the attacks and ambush, and some of you will. But before you get to a situation you feel like you have to have enough faith in the dark as to how you feel, or genuinely how you want to bring a situation to have a stronger foundation, with the Five of Wands being there and the Ten of Cups and the Star card, so that you can feel like you're coming out of the situation victorious with the Star and the Chariot, and getting back to a position of feeling like you have an abundance of what you attain or aspire to have, with the Wheel of Fortune being there, but ending some cycles and giving death to situations, addictions, behaviors, attitudes, with Five of Wands also being there, and the Star, attitudes, and just being very deceptive and deceitful, with a lot of untruths and lies, keeping someone really in the dark about what it is you perhaps do. Because see, the King of Pentacles is there, remember, which was crowning the deck. And then you had, who was that? The Empress was quarreling it. Somebody. Let's get two of these. And this is going to confirm the reading. Yeah, so somebody's older is going to help you guys see through a situation, with the Moon clarifying the Knight of Swords, and will bring some truth and illumination to getting on the right path. If some of you have gotten off of it, and it's life, again, it happens. It is not the end of the road with the Star being there, because you're going through these situations feeling like you're blinded, you don't have the proper support or just support. That's why that Ten of Cups came out in the overall position, because there's some things you guys need to end, and you need to go through the cycle and start over. That's why that Wheel of Fortune is clarifying the Five of Wands. There need to be some changes in how you handle situations, and even understand them, with the Star card being there and the Emperor. Because I think some of you are overreacting to situations where you shouldn't be overacting. or being a bit immature and childish. So here's the message. Some of you is invocation. It came out again. You need to do a ritual. You got to do a cleanse. Whatever you're doing, you need to stop. Because it's very childlike. It's very immature with the valet, the page of swords being there. It's very hidden. And it gives into this mystery of someone not being honest when they're being talked to, with the two of cups being there, as to what's really going on with them. And that's what this is. And it concerns how you're keeping abreast or maintaining some type of security where it concerns your money. And some of you are just messing up really bad. Seriously, you're messing up bad. Okay? Watchtower of the North, winter. So all this fiery climax approaches, and then you have Watchtower of the North, winter. We're moving into winter. Then the Watchtower is generally someone, or of the North. It's just very cold, and then you got this fiery climax approaches. Like some of you haven't even gone through this situation, but you're going to. Perhaps this is Wednesday, right? Some of you are going to go through it, and some of you have gone through this already. Okay? So you have Watchtower there. I don't know why I feel like I want to get another card. I don't know why. I don't know why. You're telling me to get one more from Moonology. I'm sorry, which is wisdom. Tell me to get one more. One more. So you have all of that, and you have the Watchtower of the North. So when we speak of North, we even speak of true North, right? It's like a cold winter night, or the coldest winter ever, because that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like you're going through a storm. Some of you see Watchtower of the West. That's autumn. So you all over the place. It's like these parallels. There's no straight, narrow path for you. That's what I'm getting in the spirit as to any ritual or invocation, as to what you need to do to get back on the right path, to stay in control of your situation, particularly where it concerns your finances, as the King of Pentacles is correlating the deck with the Ten of Cups. You know, as far as any emotions and outbursts of emotions, you need to give depth to your attitudes and your situations. You need to apologize. You need to tell the truth. You need to stop holding people in the dark as to what's going on, keeping them blinded as to how you really feel, and stop causing a lot of chaos, boundaries, conflict. And it's okay to have boundaries, but the Wheel of Fortune is here. So that means cycles need to end with the Death card. The Star is that you need to understand your truth first, and then take time out to understand the truth of another. Yeah, because you got fiery climax approaches. Nothing is yet set in stone. I don't know what that is. One more. And Watchtower of the North, and then you have Watchtower of the West. So it's like you don't even know what to do. Wand, intention. Yeah, set your intentions. Nothing is set in stone. That was the other card, why he told me to get that. Because whatever is going on with some of you, you're not setting clear intentions, okay? You're not setting clear intentions. You're not being clear about what's going on with you or what you do. Perhaps some of you, with the King of Pentacles being there, it has to do with work. So you've been telling false truths about what it is you really do, because yeah, you have the 10 of Wands being here where it's causing a lot of burdens, and it's causing a lot of you to try and figure out what the heck you're going to do about money to keep home life stable as well. You know, you're dealing with past energies, what you used to do in the past, and some of those things in the past have caused you a lot of problems where it causes you to fight with your demons, with the death card being there, and the moon. You know, just holding a lot of secrets from your family. A lot of you. You have the dawn, new beginnings. Yeah, nothing is set in stone. You need to set some things apart. Or do away with some things. End cycles. Begin some new things. River movement. Okay, and let's get to from the angels and ancestors. That's earth magic. Let's get one or two from here, and then we'll read these. And we'll get your numbers. So, whatever you guys are doing, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. But it's not something you have to be addicted to. Right? It's not something you have to be addicted to. But you're going to have to be honest with yourself. And river is movement. We said that from the beginning about direction. Winter is coming out again. So some of you perhaps are going to be going into rehab about some things. Some of you are going to be changing directions about how you do things concerning your money and how you bring that forth and create increase or wealth and stability for your family. Okay. So we got dawn, new beginnings. We already read dawn. You know what dawn is. Okay. So let's get one or two of these to confirm the reading. That's what I'm getting in the message. This protection guardian wanted to come out, but it's a little abrasive. The card is abrasive. Like, are you just going to be jumping out on us like that? Don't do that. Eagle. See from a higher perspective. And a protective spirit. What is this? Guardian angel. You are not alone, Saji. You're not alone. You have support. Some of you. And eagle, let me tell you what that is. Y'all remember the eagle, what was it? The Eagle Rehabilitation Center? Or Eagle, Pennsylvania, Eagle, whatever. That's what that's telling me. And some of you, again, are going to be going to rehab. Whether it deals with your emotions, addictions, as we spoke about last week. You know, there's the river movement. Some of you are going to be going places away around some water so that you can really zone into a meditative state of being with the star card being there. This is what my intuition is telling me. Yeah. High Priestess and the Elder. I'm going to take those. I don't even know what that means, but I'm going to take them and I'm going to read these. And I'm going to get your card. And then Eagle is here. Yeah, came out with two more from the angels and the ancestors because they're telling me whatever you're hiding, however mysterious this whole situation is for some of you, you know, harnessing that mystic power or whatever's hidden. And perhaps some of you need to go into a place where you're hidden away from people so that you don't relapse and go back into these addictions that's going to cause harm. Then you have the elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. So from that, I'm getting this. If some of you have relatives who've had issues um, with addictions, alcohol, drugs, things of that nature, you you don't have to follow in their footsteps. Okay, I'm drinking. Okay, it's just been hell of a weekend, hell of a week begin, but we need new beginnings. You don't have to follow in their footsteps. If there's been, I come from those who were alcoholics, um, those who perhaps were addicted to some substances that I don't approve of, really. Um, you don't have to follow in their footsteps. I'm not a heavy drinker. I've tried marijuana in my life. Any other type of drug or addiction as this is coming out, because I feel this movement is going to cause some of you to go to a rehabilitation center again. You have Juan here, initiation, watchtower of the night, and some of you, I believe, are going to be making this movement somewhere towards, or as we approach winter, into the winter, and you'll be there for the winter as you heal and take the necessary time out to make the changes you need to make so that you're not always feeling guarded or in the dark about how you genuinely feel with the diable, the devil being there as you deal with these addictions, because you don't know where to turn, who to turn to. But you have support, again, with the Knight of Swords being there and the High Priestess. If you need to talk to someone, like I said, this Emperor came out under the star to confirm that. You have an elder, someone you can go to and talk to. Let's read elder, um, who can help you. And that can be a pastor, that can be a counselor, that can be a doctor. But this elder, what I'm getting in the spirit, is going to be somewhere for some of you where you're going to be going to a rehabilitation center or a counseling institution where you're going to get the necessary help so that you can control your emotions, with the Ten of Cups being there, and give death or depleting away certain attitudes and behaviors that causes a lot of strife and conflict within the family. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this message. That is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to read this and I'm going to get your numbers. I'm only going to read a couple. All right, I got my glasses this time, guys. So let's read Elder. We read High Priestess before, but let's read Elder. 32. And I want to read River Movement. You got Elder. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members, past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns, right? Okay. The Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. So the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to an ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what a spiritual life should be. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. Did you hear that? It's important to know that you are here to create your own story. You can create your own story. And again, you do not have to follow in the footsteps of patterns or behaviors that has caused sickness within the family through a heritage or ancestral line because somebody else did it, so you do it. No, create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to the family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks that have created or been created for you. Okay, that's that. And I'm going to read. I'm going to read River because yeah, that's ego, and I said that, and I don't really need to read that anymore. But I do want to read River because that's what I'm getting in the spirit as to this message. Some of you are going to be going to rehabilitation so that you can work on your behaviors, your anger issues, your addictions, and all those things that is causing a lot of conflict and strife within the family. That's what I'm getting from this message. And the river is movement. The softened light from the sun falls upon this meandering river, the sparkles reflecting the gentle movement taking place in the river's body. She moves easily around the curves and rocks, sometimes gently as portrayed in this card, and sometimes quite rapidly and intensely. Still, the river's movement will always eventually land her in the bosom of great grandmother ocean. So some of those ancestors or elders are of your great grandmothers that you can also talk to, right? Some of her water will evaporate along the way to feed the waters of the sky, just as it takes place in other bodies of water, and bless the land and the seas with replenishment in a perfectly natural cycle that helps the planet sustain itself. And sustaining itself means you as self, as you go into this rehabilitation and these healing atmospheres, as you give way to the body that you release, because the body is made up of mostly water, right? So, and bless the land and the seas with replenishment in a perfectly natural cycle that helps the planet sustain itself. That's you sustaining yourself. Water is our lifeblood, a nutrient more essential than food. The flow of water throughout our own body serves as a metaphor for how life itself flows through us and expresses as us. Fighting or blocking the flow of your life force can lead you to feeling spiritually void and disconnected from source, right? Just like the metaphor of the river does not work to force or fight this compelling movement, when you simply pay attention and observe the flow, it becomes easier to navigate your experiences, which are going to be different from those who are in your family line. So you'll navigate and it'll become easier for your experiences and see what lies ahead, or at least get a sense of what is to come by ever changing geography that unfolds as you cruise along. Okay? And it says your resistance is hampering your ability to make a choice in this matter. Surrender to the movement of life. Be grateful, and you will see the signs along the shore and in the river itself that will offer you clues about what direction your egoless self is to be making. Because remember, we said in the beginning, it's like you don't know which direction, if you're on the right path, what path should you be on? Are you doing the right thing? Are you saying the right things, right? So it's telling or giving you clues about what direction your egoless self is to be making. Go with the flow is more than a trite aphorism here. It is essential that you do so now. Breathe, relax, and you will know. You will know. You will know. You will know. Okay, let's get you some numbers. So that's what this is all about, guys. Then you have invocation or ritual. Winner, you have the wine. Make your intentions clear as to how you feel and what it is you need to do to heal. Again, because some of you are still struggling with that. You're struggling, but once you understand what direction or where you need to go, you won't be blinded by your own truth. And that's what I stated from the beginning. You won't be blinded by your own truth. Okay? Let's do these. And let's do those. And you got the wand, and you got intention, and you got all of that, right? Let's get your numbers. I don't know how these came out, but anyway. Y'all got the Egyptian deck trying to come out. Why? Because your ancestors are there. And you got the river and the eagle. But what I was seeing again from that eagle card is that, yes, some of you want to be, because isn't there like a eagle drug rehabilitation or something that's going on? Yeah, some of you are dealing with that, and you have that. What's this one with this? Okay, you have 3, deals with the God force. 3 is Trinity. You have 5. 5, because it breaks down to a 5. Make the necessary changes you need to make. And as we deal with these little power numbers or parentheses or our what if, 4, 1, and 2, and you have 3 again. It's your ascended masters. You have 1 as it deals with self. You have number 20 as it deals with you and another individual, and it breaks down to a duality, and making a decision, choice, okay? And then you have 5 again. So again, 5 tells us with the 50 that you need to make the necessary changes, guys. That is going to put you in a place of healing this situation where perhaps there's been some addictions, some confusion as to what it is that's going on with you and how you need to get back on the right path of making you feel whole and very well loved by yourself first, always, with the Knight of Swords being there. But understanding, and what they say, the first step to healing is admission, right? So with the High Priestess being there, because it's one of mystery, or with the moon, we talked about secrets or hidden motives or information that you've been hiding from another person. You need to understand that holding secrets from people who genuinely love you, it's not going to heal you, and it's not going to get you to a place of peace, okay? As you understand the path you really need to get on, why the Chariot came out. So that's the message for you guys. You can use these numbers for interviews, dates, times, celebrations, whatever you choose to use them for. Use them. You can watch the whole spread again on YouTube, Earth Since 2 Tarot 22, to see the full spread of the cards. This is your message. Please get help, guys. Don't feel like you don't have the help. Please get the help. Any questions? Hi. Hi. Hi, all of you. Hi. Let me wave to you guys. Hi. So, get the help you need. Understand that help is out there for you. You don't have to feel like, and even if that's counseling, or if you need to talk to somebody older, an elder, or your ancestors, if they're not here anymore, you can talk to them in the spirit. They'll give you an answer as well. But that's what I got from this. Some of you are going to be going to rehab, or you're going to be going to some type of counseling to understand what's going on with your emotions or your family life. All right? So that's what this reading is about. I hope you all liked it. Is there any questions you guys have for me for this reading? And if you want a personal reading, you can go to EarthSense 777 on my website, and you can book a reading. The dates are there for you. The times will have to be negotiated. Pick one, but if I'm available, I'll let you know. We may need to kind of go through what is our available time for me and you, and how we come together in harmony with a reading. Like this video. If you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, so we can get the algorithms up and get it in the motion pool of videos for somebody who may need this. They may need this message, and it's a very important one, because this eagle, that's just telling me somebody's going to be going into some type of rehab. I can't think it. What is it? The Eagle. I think it's Eagle something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Eagleville, Pennsylvania. Some of you may be going to or whatever. The sun here is on the bottom. So there's hope, right? There's hope. There is hope for you guys. And I'm going to end this reading. This was my cabbage. I made rotisserie chicken and my emerald the first time I used it from my last year Christmas gift. This was cabbage and yellow curry rice with carrots and peas. Delicious. Y'all don't ever really see me eat, right? But that's your reading, guys. Okay? I will talk to you later. Don't forget your numbers. Use them accordingly, however you choose. And get the help you need. Know I love you. I love myself just as much. And be good. Okay? I'm going through a healing right now myself. My heart is a little broke, but I'm healing. And perhaps this message is for me too. I need to go to counseling with another family member because sometimes that helps. Okay? Because there's some hidden things and secrets that's going on with another person that's causing a lot of strife and tension in the family. And that needs to be bridged and healed. There's the star card being there. And the moon and the high priestess. And the chariot. You can move forward. The sun is here for you. Grab it. Feel the warmth. Understand that you can heal from the situation and get back to a place of feeling totally overwhelmed and loved. All right? Good night, guys. I'm going to say good night. Have a good one, okay? Enjoy the rest of your week. And again, I'll be doing the astrologicals on Earth Sense 2, Tarot 22 on YouTube. And you can view it there as well. All right, talk to you guys later. Okay, for you, YouTube, we are ending this. See you later.